Welcome to the Glow Over 40 channel. Subscribe and leave your like to support this space made especially for women who, just like you, have already turned 40 and want to rediscover their confidence, sensuality, and happiness. Here we share real stories of transformation and powerful tips that can change the way you see yourself and live your relationships. If you also have a story or advice to share, send it to the email in the video description. We want to hear from you. Today I'm going to share with you some secrets that can reignite the flame of passion, even after many years of marriage. Maybe you'll relate to Laura's story. She's 51 years old, a literature teacher, living in a quiet town in the United States. She's been married to Michael for almost 30 years, a mother of 2 grown children, and a proud grandmother of an adorable little girl. On the outside, her life seemed perfect, a stable family, a beautiful home, and security. But inside, Laura felt deeply lonely. Routine had slowly swallowed the woman she once was, passionate, desired, and full of dreams. She had become a mother, a grandmother, a devoted wife, but no longer recognized herself as a woman. Her marriage hadn't ended in fights. It had simply grown cold with silence and distance over time. Michael was kind, but he no longer looked at her the way he used to, and that hurt. She didn't feel attractive anymore. When she looked in the mirror, all she saw was exhaustion, a lack of spark, and a fading desire. One day, while talking to an old friend, Laura heard something that made her stop and think. Did you know many Brazilian women have a unique way of keeping the spark alive, even after 40? That thought stayed with her. It wasn't about being vulgar or becoming someone she wasn't. It was about reclaiming her self-confidence and the pleasure of embracing her own sensuality again. She started researching and discovered an approach that blended self-esteem, emotional connection, and a new way to experience physical intimacy, something she had never been taught when she was younger. Laura realized that before trying to change her marriage, she first needed to rediscover herself as a woman. She began with small, intentional actions, taking better care of herself, looking in the mirror and searching for a version of her that felt alive again. She learned how to create intimate moments with soft touches, lingering looks that spoke without words, gestures that sparked curiosity in her partner. And most importantly, she understood that pleasure begins in the mind, in the way she saw herself and allowed herself to feel. Along this journey, she found something that helped her reconnect with her own body and rediscover sensations she thought were gone. Laura used this newfound confidence to create special moments with Michael. One night, she prepared a simple dinner, put on soft music, and wore something that made her feel beautiful. It wasn't about being perfect, it was about being present and feeling alive. Michael noticed. His eyes changed when he looked at her. They laughed, talked, and touched with tenderness and desire. It felt different because she was different, confident, open, and connected with her own femininity. Today, Laura says her marriage has found a new sense of closeness and passion. It's not about going back to being who she was at 20. It's about embracing the incredible woman she is now, in her 50s. She discovered that there's no age limit for pleasure, for feeling desired, and for desiring. If you feel that routine and time may have dimmed your spark, know that it's possible to reignite it. Start by taking care of yourself, exploring new ways to connect with your partner, and if you want to know more about the natural product that helped Laura reclaim her desire and sensitivity, the link is in the video description. Because you deserve to feel alive, desired, and happy at every stage of life.